This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Detroit Lions. The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Cook. Ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Cook. Open man right side of St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And a good run here as he'll run it all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Detroit Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard
Off the play fake. Cook. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. He'll go down as a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Cook from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. And this one is right down the middle. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off. A pretty decent gain.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Bashal Tootin. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Niners have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 58 yards. And the Lions are once again back in front. Now the try here for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Lions 10, 49ers 7.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Here now a 3rd down and 8. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Cook looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. Now he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And they will only muster a yard here at the 38.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Here we go, set.
Operating from the gun, Cook. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Purdy looking to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Intercepted. The Lions take over first and 10.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 23, here's second and 5. Off the play fake. Cook. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
7-yard line.
19, Tiger, 19, back to 60, back to 60.
Back to throw. Cook. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Only a yard of the completion. It's second and goal.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
It's third down and goal to go.
Operating from the gun. Cook. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it first and 10. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 74 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6.
49ers 14. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Looking to throw again on second down. Cook. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Cook. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Purdy. He finds his man complete. That's Potter. And they'll get him down up past the 15. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's Purdy. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Back to throw, Purdy. He finds his man, complete. That's Mills. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
A gain of 14. And the 49ers first down.
A quick throw completed by Purdy. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Purdy from the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Let's go now.
Here's Cook throwing to start the drive. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 3.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, and still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
And he takes a shot at the end of that play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 81 yards. For him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 30 now to throw off the play action. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here of the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because
touchdown, Detroit! Jahmyr Gibbs saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The Lions will set up for the
Cook looking to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
The score, Lions 29, 49ers 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he is going to have the 49ers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. He'll get this out to Tootin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
And all the way down to the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Purdy will set up to throw it here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined. In coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
So Purdy off and Lutie on for the 49er field goal. And his kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They overloaded that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Gibbs straight ahead. Down the right sideline. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 56 yards. And the Lions continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 19-point game.
17.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
A gain of 10 yards.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Now Purdy.
Connects with Kittle underneath. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They go play action here. Purdy. He finds his man, complete. That's Potter. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
The first carry here for Jordan James.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
Purdy now to throw.
And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He finds his man complete. It's Potter. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They look fresh from the start.
There he goes left side. Inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs,
74 yards.
And the Lions are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth-quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10
at their own 22. They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Throwing here, Purdy.
He finds his man complete. It's Mills. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
That's complete. He's got Tootin.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
That's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Purdy off the play fake. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Nifty move. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Callahan. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Callahan. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
70 Lions. Ready.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, 41 yards.
And the Lions have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
49ers 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. shoves him aside. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Tackled on the play by Miles Murphy.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. He sets to fire deep.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Get set. Up.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him to play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
To the 43, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Oh, nice move. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Jordan James,
57 yards.
and the 49ers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Moody good with the extra point.
And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. This is intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around.
Over the middle, complete. That's Mills. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And now they'll shift things around.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Mills. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
Well, you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings. But at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
Now he's going to step up and run. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brings up second down.
To throw again on second down. Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Back to throw now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Trenton Simpson. And the Lions are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Lions stay alive as we say thanks for watching and so long. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.